Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool, but before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. Liverpool have been encouraged to spend big on Rolls-Royce defender Dean Huijsen as the Reds consider a summer move for the Bournemouth talent. The 19-year-old Spain international has been a standout performer in the Premier League this season, attracting interest from several clubs, including Real Madrid and Liverpool, who are uncertain about Virgil van Dijk's future at Anfield. Huijsen's contract with the Cherries reportedly includes a £50 million release clause. Former Manchester United and Wrexham goalkeeper Ben Foster believes that, at that price, Huijsen would be a bargain for Liverpool and has the potential to fill Van Dijk's sizable shoes. Foster also suggested that Juventus, Huijsen's former club, would be regretting their decision to let him join Bournemouth for around £13 million last summer. Huijsen is a Rolls-Royce, Foster said on his Fozcast podcast. Juve will be watching him going, "Oh no, what have we done? We've sold this kid for £15 million and now he's got a £50 million buyout clause in his contract." Realistically, with how much he's improved, he's probably worth more than that. There are going to be clubs sniffing around like flies over the proverbial in the summer. It's a massive ask to try and fill the shoes of Virgil van Dijk, but it's a good start. The big ask of a young player, especially a centre-back coming into the Premier League, is whether they can hit the ground running and adapt. It's a massive step up even from Juventus. This is all factored into the fact that teams want to buy him now. They see him on the pitch, and it's the eye test where you watch somebody being calm and composed and looking like they belong. The battle for Huijsen's signature is heating up, with Liverpool among the potential suitors. The Telegraph reports that Chelsea, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich are also in the mix to secure his services. It is believed Bournemouth clinched his signature last year by promising to give him a chance to shine in the Premier League, but are bracing themselves for him to leave. The Cherries are said to have predicted that Huijsen will eventually become one of the world's top 3 centre-backs. Liverpool face a tug-of-war for his talents as Spanish news outlet Sport claims that Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca has directly reached out to Huijsen to bring him to Stamford Bridge. In another development, Foster has spoken about the future of Liverpool linchpins Van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. He fears that their drawn-out contract talks might be a bad omen, with Trent Alexander-Arnold also reported to be eyeing a switch to the Real Madrid during the summer. Foster believes Liverpool need to act within the next couple of weeks or risk losing all 3 players. He said, "I think VVD is going to go and they're all going to go. I can't believe we're getting to this stage of the season, and the longer it goes on, the more it makes me worry. For me, they've got 2 weeks to announce that one of them has signed. If we get past that, I think it's done, and I think they're gone." There's been too much negativity around Liverpool lately in the last 3 or 4 weeks. If they had it done already, they would have used it, and they would have put it out. You know for a fact that Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk will have Saudi teams sniffing like crazy. Liverpool may be forced to consider their options, even if Van Dijk agrees to a new contract, as the Dutch defender approaches his 34th birthday this summer. Meanwhile, Huijsen has received high praise from his manager Andoni Iraola following his debut for Spain in the international break against Van Dijk's Netherlands. "Obviously, he has improved because he now has more experience," Iraola said. "He has faced very difficult forwards, but we received already a very good player when he came in the summer." Former Liverpool star Didi Hamann has admitted he would love Mohamed Salah to leave Anfield for Bayern Munich this summer. The Egyptian is set to become a free agent at the end of the season as things stand, but it is still unclear what the next chapter of his career could be. Salah is enjoying arguably his best ever season as a footballer after hitting 32 goals in 43 games to lead the team's Premier League title charge, but has repeatedly insisted this would be his final year at Liverpool after 8 seasons. There have been suggestions the 32-year-old could make the move to the Saudi Pro League, given they are one of the only destinations that could satisfy his salary demands. But former Liverpool midfielder Hamann has risked the wrath of supporters by suggesting he join another of his old clubs in Bayern Munich, saying he would easily slot into the team and form an exciting attack with Harry Kane. Mohamed Salah to Bayern Munich would be very exciting, he told Poker Scout. Bayern have Kingsley Coman, who hasn't been the best recently. Leroy Sane looks set to leave the club. And the most impressive has been Michael Olise, who signed last summer, so I think they need 2 or 3 wide players for next season. Just like bringing Harry Kane to the club, it would be hugely exciting to see Salah at Bayern, but also for the Bundesliga to have a player like Salah. Even if it was just for 1 or 2 years, I would absolutely love to see it. Hamann started his career with Bayern, playing 143 times for them before joining Newcastle and then Liverpool, where he spent 7 seasons. He featured 280 times for the Reds, winning 9 trophies, including a famous Champions League triumph in 2004-05. Salah would join a Bayern Munich team that looks likely to win the Bundesliga in Vincent Kompany's first season, and the prospect of linking up with ex-Tottenham man Kane would certainly be exciting. He previously stated he was far away from agreeing fresh terms, but a recent report from Egypt claimed negotiations between Salah and his agent Rami Abbas are now ramping up again. The report from Masraoui says talks were much more advanced, with the offer on the table higher than any that had been more in the past. There is some optimism that Salah and defender Virgil van Dijk will stay put, with the Dutchman also approaching the end of his contract. But one player who looks destined to leave on a free transfer is boyhood Reds star Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is believed to be locked in talks over a move to Real Madrid. Liverpool are favourites to sign Milos Kerkez this summer ahead of Manchester United, with Bournemouth poised to demand a sum of £45 million for their star left-back after the Hungary Stars' impressive second season in the Premier League. Kerkez, 21, has been linked with Liverpool for months after catching the eye in Andoni Iraola's swashbuckling side this term. However, the defender's fine form, which has seen him amass 2 goals and 6 assists for the Cherries, has also generated interest from other top-flight clubs, including the Reds' arch-rivals. Fortunately for Arneslot and Liverpool, it seems as though they remain the red-hot favourites to sign Kerkez this summer if Kerkez, as expected, does move on. As outlined by The Times, Liverpool are in pole position to land the player many view as the ideal long-term successor to Andy Robertson in a deal worth around £45 million. It's noted that Bournemouth's chairman, Bill Foley, does not want to sell the club's best players. However, he has also indicated that he would not stand in the way of any of their young stars should they wish to leave. Kerkez, who signed for Bournemouth from AZ Alkmaar for £15.5 million 2 years ago, is under contract for another 3 years, putting the Cherries in a strong bargaining position. He has been among the club's top performers this season as the South Coast outfit chase a European spot in the final weeks of the 2024-25 campaign. While Manchester United have also been credited with an interest in Kerkez's services per the Mail, the player is well known to Liverpool's sporting director, Richard Hughes, who signed the fullback during his time as Bournemouth's technical director. Kerkez opened the door for a summer switch to Anfield when he admitted in a recent interview with The Athletic that he saw his next step as joining an elite club when the question was put to him. He replied, "Yeah. As a kid, you dream to play at the highest level, win the trophies, be on the best teams. These are the things that my agent is on, my dad is on. It is not something that they occupy me with because the season is still going, so there's no point to talk about anything. There's games left, the FA Cup is important for us. These are big things. And then, like I say, when someone comes in for you, you never know what's going to happen or where you're going to end up. In the summer, we will see what happens."